something and I'll don't shut up.
Okay, we're live.
Yeah, I could do it from my phone.
Yes, we're live.
Okay.
Okay. Share. And groups.
A lot of people are going to come to this because I know many people said they couldn't come to. Are you doing your own event in person tonight?
No, I had to cancel it because the boxes and all these kind of things. So
Oh, okay.
I couldn't. I thought I could, and I plan it and I invite people, and I have to uninvite
Oh,
because
I'm actually doing a big event tonight. I have about 20 something people signed up so far.
yeah, I had a lot of people, but it's like after this
That's a
was
lot. Yeah, it's a lot.
so my house is full of boxes and furniture. I'm trying to even sell furniture to get rid of things or give away some things. So I had to cancel. So
That's okay.
we have 12 people already here. It's great to see you guys. Allison, Marina, Tom Tucker, Tom Karen.
Oh, yeah, I see everybody. Okay, Marina, Allison, Tom, Karen, Ella. Hi, Ella.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, everyone. Oh, this is exciting.
Yes.
This is so exciting.
So I'm gonna put the over here too. And there we go. Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here, first of all. And I'm very grateful that you decided to come and celebrate this day that I wait the whole year round for this celebration of the portal of the Lion's Gate. That I discovered Marianne is going to give more of the story about this. Marianne, it is one of my dearest friends that I adore and teacher at the same time. I got the guts actually to talk light language because I was doing it but hiding, and I got the guts to start actually doing it out loud in my therapies and everything, thanks to this beautiful woman, Maryanne Savino. She's the one that took the courage out of me, and uh, and and actually I start doing it. And we're gonna have some light language here. We're gonna have a ceremony here, celebrating this beautiful, beautiful day. That Marianne is gonna explain you more what it is, Lionsgate. Many of you might have questions about it because it might be your first time hearing it, your first time also seeing it in social media. But Marianne is gonna give you more description about who discovered it and what it is. Marianne, thank you for joining me.
Hi, Monica. Thank you, sweet sister, for having me come in to do this with you. It's always a pleasure and so much fun. And I uh, I love your beautiful art. I feel so inspired lately when I'm looking at your beautiful art. Decided I'm going to start to play around with drawing and painting again because I haven't been. And I've been looking at your wall and seeing all your beautiful creations. You're so talented and so healing. So thank you for having me on. And thank you, everyone who's here now and who's going to watch the replay later. This is a very exciting time on the planet. You know, I realized something besides this being a triple eight gateway this year because 2024 is an 8 universal year. We're in the year of the dragon with it. It's like, oh my God. So we're in the year of the dragon with the 888, Lionsgate portal. And right now we have, I believe, 5 planets retrograding. Really, technically 4, but I include Chiron because Chiron's the wounded healer, and a lot is coming up for people. So with all these retrograde planets, with the gateway and the year of the dragon, this is a really incredible opportunity. A lot is, again, continuously falling away of the old so that we can step into our power. Because what I'm going to talk about, a lot of people don't know this. Some people do. Celia Fenn, my beloved teacher and friend, she is the first person to give us information about the Lion's Gate portal and what it actually means. And I think that a lot of people don't know that. I'm going to back up. In 2004, I came across Celia's website, and she had a newsletter that she sent out every month, so I signed up for it. So I received this email from her about something called the Lion's Gate portal. I thought, oh my gosh, what is that? And I started reading it. And she mentioned something about the Galactic New Year being July the 26th, which also happens to be my birthday. And it's when it starts opening. And then it peaks on the 8th and culminates, finishes on the 12th of August. So I said, wow, I was reading it, but when I finished reading it, I welled up with tears and I didn't know why. And I put my hand on my heart and I felt something. It wasn't just what I was reading because the information was very interesting to me, but it's what I was feeling. And I just kept feeling this energy of a connection from a deep place within my soul. So anyway, I did that. I read her things and, her email. And then the next year she sent it out again. And I unfortunately came down with an illness. That was my first diagnosis. And I got through it. And the following year was the first 888 Stargate, because it was 2006. And I decided to go online and I looked up to see what is this Lion's Gate portal that, Celia talks about it, but I don't see anything else. So I'm looking and nothing is coming up except two things: the articles that Celia wrote and Lionsgate Films, which I thought, all right, that doesn't have anything to do with this. But then again, maybe it does, Nothing else was coming up. I reached out to some friends who lived in the California area, the Arizona area, and I think maybe somebody in Colorado, just to ask. I said, have you ever heard of this Lion's Gate portal? They're like, and they're pretty much into the spiritual communities and they do all, no, I've never heard of it. I'm like, all right, never mind. So I was working for a wellness center. Long story short, my boss heard me talking on the phone with one of my friends from California about it. And she looks at me as she's ready to walk out the door. She goes, because I said, I want to find somebody in the New York area that's doing this event. And I want to go because I hear about it from Celia, but I don't see anything else. So she looks at me, Jean, she says to me, I think you should have an event here. I'm like, me? Oh my God, I don't know what to do. I've never done anything like that before. I've done some small groups, but she's like, well, I think you should do it. So I got the courage to put together this beautiful Lionsgate event that I can't even remember how many people showed up. I think it was over like 30 or 40 people. And it was a small space, so we were like sardines, and it was very successful. It was beautiful. It was a great experience of being with community. As far as I know, there wasn't anybody else probably in the country, as far as I know, that had done anything like this, because I know Celia, she lives in Cape Town, South Africa. She was traveling to different places, to South America, to Russia, to Turkey, to other places to do her things, that her gatherings. So a few years later, I'm going to jump up. I started noticing people started putting information out about it. But what was interesting, it was the information from Celia's website. And I thought, wait a second, this is Celia's information. So I contacted one of the women. I said, I'm curious, where did you hear about the Lionsgate portal? Get a load of this. This is really a funny story. She said, oh my God, from you. I saw your email. I said, are you kidding me? She's like, yes. And she said, I didn't know it was from Celia Fenn. I said, yes, it is. And so she put, she gave her credit. And then I noticed as each year went on, more people were starting to, write about it, share about it. But I also started to notice that some people were putting information out about it that was a little different. Like it wasn't exactly as far as what I knew about it. So I reached out to Celia. At this point, I didn't realize that she was the one that came out with the information. So I contacted her and I said, listen, I have a question. Are you the first person who put out the information about the Lionsgate portal? So she sends me back an email with a laugh out loud. Oh my God. She's like, I didn't think anybody ever noticed that because nobody ever said anything except for you. She goes, I am. And I said, well, let me ask you, how did you find out about this? Was it channeled? And here's what happened. Celia studied ancient Egyptian cosmology. She learned about the sacred year, time and portals, not only from the ancient Egyptians, but from the Maya and other cultures too, she said, were also talking about it. Yeah. So I said, but I've noticed that some people are now all of a sudden, nobody was putting anything out. So now, more people are starting to put it out. But I noticed that some things are being said that seem a little strange to me. And she said, well, yes, people are finally, starting to get a gist of it. And they're, I'm really happy that this is my contribution to humanity, that I can give this information. Archangel Michael was giving me some of the information. And then, as I said, the Egyptian cosmology, ancient Egyptian cosmology is what really helped me put all the pieces together. And I'm really happy that people are getting together and sharing. And she said, yes, sometimes some of them are not getting it right. They have information in there that's not quite right, but it's okay, because as long as people are gathering, and I agree, today, I don't know for sure, but I'm going to go with my instinct. I think that this is one of the biggest Lionsgate portals we've ever had. There's more and more people gathering, sharing about it. Everywhere you look, everyone is talking about it. Whereas in 2004, you go online, nothing comes up except for Celia. You go online now, everything's coming up. So it's really powerful. What I realized that was also interesting, and I'm not sure that this is connected to it, but maybe it is personally for me. In the mid-90s, I began studying an ancient Hawaiian temple dance called kalele, means the flight. And it's an infinity symbol. It moves in waves of infinity with your feet and your arms. And it's a manifestation dance. It's a way to clear out the heaviness and the density, to clear out your field so that you can step into your power. And I started looking at that dance, and then looking at the Lionsgate portal, and looking at the date of my birth date. And it came in so clear. A lot of us are gatekeepers for this portal. If you've come to it, and it doesn't matter if you're born in the gate, you don't have to be. I was, probably because my soul chose to come in. It has nothing to do with it. But look at the synchronicities. Look for synchronicities in your life and how this connected you to this gateway. Because it's not just an alignment. I know that, we talk about that. What is the Lionsgate portal? It begins the Galactic New Year, July the 26th. It peaks on the 8th and it culminates on the 12th. It's an alignment of the sun in Leo with the blue star Sirius, connecting, to Orion's belt with Mother Earth and the galactic center. It's this alignment. It's actually a lot more than that. That's only a piece of it. I know there's a number of people out there who are actually not saying nice things. They're saying that it's fake, it's made up, it's not real. Don't believe it. Listen, I'm not going to push my beliefs on anyone because that's not what I do. But I say, please don't bash something if you don't resonate. It's okay. You don't have to like it. You don't have to believe it. But for those of us who hold it to our hearts, it gives us something to help us come back to love, come back to community, come back to compassion. To me, that's what this gateway is, because it's in the sign of Leo. Leo rules the heart, the spine, our energy. It's the magical child of the zodiac. Get out and play, have fun. I know sometimes this ascension journey could really bog us down, and it's okay. It's part of the shadow and the light. You know, we got a Scorpio and a Leo here. We got the shadow and the light right now.
Yeah.
Me and Monica. Just know this is all part of it. And I don't know if do you want to add anything? I mean, I could say a little bit more. I just don't want to take time away from you.
Yes, I received some channel messages about today to give to everybody because I was like, okay, I all the time I was talking to my team and it's like, okay, what do I do in the Lions Gate? Because I know we all, my guides and myself, is like we've been waiting for this day, and it's like that is being just increasing and increasing into this day, and it's like, okay, what do I have to share with it with everybody? And more after organizing with Maryanne this event, and they tell me right now we're in a time of transition for the collective. Everybody, it is the shadows are showing up to themselves. Things that we think that we already work, and again, we find them again over again in our field. And why? It's like, oh my gosh, if I have worked so hard in this area, why again I'm still dealing with this? Because there were still residuals that we were needing to observe so we can actually release them. We cannot pass to higher dimensions with that baggage in our shoulders. We have to let them go.
Beautiful.
So to let them go, we have to observe those shadows. That was the message very that came to it. And we came here in a way because we have to overcome all those limiting beliefs that they're holding us back so we can move forward. We can achieve everything that we dream of. And today is, in a way, a day of petition. You can ask to the universe and it's going to concede. Be aware about your thoughts and your emotions. Become love. I mean, you don't know what it is unconditional love. That's again, they explain me again and again and again. And when I ask for this message, they explain me, please explain again what it is unconditional love. Because that word is being thrown away so much that people lost the meaning what it is unconditional love. Unconditional love is when you observe something or someone and you don't put any kind of judgment. You just love how it is. You want to have a great teacher for that? Observe your pets, more the dogs. Those are going to love you unconditionally. It doesn't matter what, even if you're late to feed them or walk them or whatever it is. Those are teachers for us at the same time of what it is unconditional love. Because you want to love someone, you need to love that someone just as they are. Remove the judgment, remove everything so you can see more clear that person or that human being or that situation what it is. And that is going to create change in that person or situation. So try to understand that right now there that darkness that we feel, it is the shadow that we have to work.
I agree.
And make your petitions today. Following that love without that judgment is, you want that big house or that bank in the that money in the bank. I agree. We all struggling everywhere in the world. Is not only United States. It's everybody in the world.
Right.
So just observe that. Imagine that you can do it. Remove the judgment. Is how I'm gonna get there. I don't have that job. I don't have this. That remove that judgment out.
Right. You're doing the best you can.
Just imagine yourself that you already obtained it. Put that love to yourself because you deserve it. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have everything in your dreams. But you also need to let go what it is not helping you anymore.
And also love the shadow.
Yeah.
Shadow is given a bad name a lot. That, oh, it's so negative and dark, and don't transmute your shadow. And I'm thinking, wait a second, but shadow is part of us. How about give love to the shadow? If that's how you want to transmute it, then give love. The shadow's like an orphan child who wants love and just says, why aren't you loving me? Just because I'm the shadow. I think it's important, and we are being you're right. We are being faced with shadow aspects huge right now. It's coming up so huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the fears are going to be showing up. And that is normal. Every time our ego doesn't like changes. So it's going to bring out, like, remember when you did that mistake 20 years ago? And it's going to try to instigate that fear. But
Yeah.
remember, that's your ego because he doesn't like changes. He likes the comfortable zone. And to create moving forward, we need to get out of that comfortable zone.
I agree.
So start loving yourself because you're important. How you're going to attract whatever you want if you don't feel you deserve it. It doesn't matter how many affirmations you do. I am wealthy, I'm rich, and this and that. If you don't feel that you deserve that, and that it is self love.
I'm glad you said that, because the other thing I want to mention about the gate, because you just said something important. A lot of people and I did this myself in the earlier days not that it's bad or wrong, in the earlier days, I did a gateway event almost every year from 2006 when I did that first one. And I was focused on the financial abundance for one of them. And when I finished, there was a part of me that didn't feel good about it. And a friend of mine said, "Why? It was a lovely event." I said, "I don't know. I felt like I pushed too much on that this gateway is about financial abundance." And I even said that, and then it hit me. Like you just said, we all deserve to be blessed, with financial abundance, to live in a world where we could take care of ourselves, where we have the means. But it is much more about the abundance template that is, yes, sometimes financial, but it's also abundance of health. Like you said, unconditional love, compassion, joy, creativity, community, joy, abundance of support. Really, the abundance template is not limited to financial abundance. If that's something you need in your life and you want to focus on that, yes. But just know it's a lot more, and it's a lot more than this alignment. There was a big argument like a couple of years ago about, some astrologers saying that it's not really an accurate alignment. But here's the thing. It does have some astrology to it, and it does have obviously numerology to it because of the 8, and it's a triple 8, so it's even more potent. But it is so much more than the physical alignments, what you see, and this, some of the other things they were saying. It's about the Christ consciousness. It's about the Divine Mother. Yeah, it is all of those things. What I like to do, I'm doing this more and more, whatever kind of meditation activation you do, whatever you feel called to, that's, for this gateway, get to a point within it where you're not visualizing it up in the mind. Get into the heart. Go into your own heart. And remember that the Lionsgate portal, how we enter it, is through the heart.
Let me just say something, Maryanne. From some of the comments that I'm reading, and some people are asking, is this has translation in Spanish?
Oh,
So you can go in YouTube and you can put the captions. Pueden los que no hablan inglés, pueden ir al canal de YouTube, que también está transmitido ahorita, y ahí pueden poner los subtítulos. y pueden ver esta ceremonia, pueden entender esta ceremonia. Así que se los recomiendo, los que no hablen inglés, pueden ahí hacerlo en YouTube. Sorry. Just to...
Thank you, Monica. For anyone out there, I apologize. I'm not as good at speaking Spanish, certainly, as Monica is. So that was good.
Yes.
You want me to go on, or you want to say something? Because I didn't know. I didn't want to interrupt you.
No, I'm so sorry to interrupt, but I was just.
No, you were talking too, and this is what we do. But we'll go back and forth. Yeah, I did want to say, today is the peak. It started on the 26th, or actually, I want to say the 25th, because that's the day out of time. And that's when it finishes for the Maya. And then we start a whole new spiral the next day. I want to talk about the calendar, because we use the Gregorian calendar. And that is not an ancient calendar. That is a calendar, believe it or not. The calendar we use was a calendar created for consumerism. The sacred year is what Celia talks about. And I'm going to just very briefly, you and I have to do a whole other segment on this, because there's a lot more. I'm not going to get into it now, but the sacred year and the teachings of the Syrians, the ancient Egyptians, the ancient Mayans, as I said, they really focused on portals and the time spirals. There are 4 stargates that are kind of like, there's more than 4, but there are 4 main that kind of coincide with each other. Today, the Lion's Gate, let's just say the Lion's Gate, is actually the first one. It's in the sign of Leo. The second one comes up, we go from Leo to Scorpio, 1111. That's the Scorpio gateway. Then we come to the opposite of Leo on February 2nd, which is the Aquarian gateway. Then we have the opposite of Scorpio, which is the Taurus gateway, 5/5. But there are more in between, but those 4 go with each other. They're like a balance. So the other gateway I did want to mention, it's also one of my favorite, the 1212 portal. I love it. And I don't know why, but for me, it connects me to ancient Lemuria.
In that portal, the 1212, it is very important at least for all the Latin people.
Right, because of Guadalupe.
Exactly. That's the day that we have the apparition of Guadalupe. But Guadalupe was the name that the Spanish put because they could not pronounce their name.
Right.
So we celebrate it in Latin America. You can see people doing processions and so forth to go and adore. One adore is to talk and connect to Tonantzin. So that is the day that you can feel the mother energy giving us to all the humanity in that portal. So this is one of my favorites, as this one too.
Yeah, I really do love that gateway. I want to do an event on that. We'll do a whole thing about stargates and the portals and how, going into the sacred year, what it means. If you really want to know about the sacred year and the portals, I highly recommend Celia's work, because she's the one that taught me. And I felt that her explanation of it was very clear. She does do webinars in it. I do recommend, if you want to learn more about the sacred year, check her out. I think it's good to, if you're connecting to these stargates. So some people ask me, well, what is this stargate going to do for me? What is any of this going to do for me? What's the point? But there is, and if you want to say something first, go ahead.
No, I was going to say something after you say that.
All right. I'm going to talk about that, because I feel that, as I said, today is the peak, right? We have this 888 gateway. This is the third gate. This is the third 888 gateway. We had the first one in 2006, which was my very first event. Then in 2015, we had it. And now it's 2024. And the next one's not till 2033. So this is a big to-do. But I want to say that, the peak is today. It's marking a culmination, of one of the most powerful energetic gateways that we can experience. It is about coming into the divine alignment with the cosmos, cosmic energies. As I said, the sun being in Leo, the blue star Sirius with Orion's belt, and Mother Earth connecting through the galactic center. It's creating, by doing this, it is creating a really powerful vortex of heightened spiritual transformational energy. So we can tap into it. People say, well, what's it going to do for me? But when you set a clear intention to tap in and align, you're now not only raising your vibration, you're expanding it and anchoring it down into the earth. So it's about infinite abundance. The number 8 signifies abundance, right? Limitless possibilities, manifestation. It's the infinity, no beginning, no end. It's going to give you opportunity for creative expression. You're aligning with your true purpose. It's also not only about awakening, but you're also remembering, because many of us are old souls. And even if you're a newer soul, it doesn't matter. We all come from source anyway. We're all kind of the same age when you think about it. Maybe not in human terms, but the thing is that it gives us an opportunity to remember our gifts from the past, but not so much what we did then. How do we bring them into this life and now merge it with something new that we're creating? So you're bringing the ancient teachings, which are rooted, into the new age, and you're merging them together so then you could move forward and start to create and birth new things in your life. So it is about unity consciousness. It's about heart expansion. We're opening up the heart through the Leo energy because, as I said, Leo rules the heart, spine, and our energy. And it's really about stepping into what you said, the unconditional love, the compassion, the joy, healing. It helps us access our creative essence of what are we passionate about? What lights us up? What drives our fire within us to step forward into our purpose in life? Those are things to really ask yourself and really to just remember. Have fun. When I know that sometimes the intensity of this portal and the ascension energies, it's all connected. Rest, take care of yourself, but please, in between the struggles, take that shadow aspect, give your ego mind a break and say, you know what, why don't you go take a nap? Because now I want to go have some fun. You're driving me a little crazy here. So it's really important, to do that.
And I want to give an advice how you can bring those memories from your past lives to the present life to everybody. We try to not believe in ourselves enough because we have glimpses. Everybody has glimpses about their past lives. And it's like, oh, that's a story. Probably I got it from a movie or a book or whatever. And we gaslight ourselves a lot. So every day I embody my higher self. And I let her teach me at the same time what things I have to work to become a better service to all and myself. So I ask her for bringing me back those memories. Sometimes I know how to do things that I don't even knew how I got it. Obviously, I didn't got it from my family. Or I go to see my plants, and now right now I'm studying herbalistic, and it's like I never realized I know how to use the plants to do tinctures and do different things with the plants that I did not knew how they came from. They came from a past life, but I let it come in again to my life. So we know how to dance, we know how to sing, we know how to do almost everything because this is not our present life. This is not the only life that we have.
No.
So we can bring back those memories. Start doing short stories. Start writing short stories about yourself. Imagine what I was in the past life. And you're going to start telling stories, and that is going to help you to activate those memories from past lives.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that.
Start creating that. Be creative, because that creation, that creativity, it can be a painting, it can be a book, it can be a short story, a poem, whatever it is,
Yeah.
music,
You
whatever it
can
is.
dance, you can
It's
move your body.
gonna
That's what I've done. I've asked my goddess self, my galactic self, even my angelic to come in and dance through me of when I used to dance, whether it was in the galactic life or an angelic life, or this on this earthly plane. We've had lifetimes in ancient temples, and I've used that as a prayer in motion. That kalele dance from Hawaii is it's considered a prayer in motion. You're praying as you dance.
Marianne, I'm gonna be doing for 2 days for free, teaching every, because I feel that channeling is so, it's a tool that we should everybody already do consciously, because
Right.
everybody do it, but the thing is we don't do it consciously. So I'm gonna be giving in the 14 and 15 a free class
Oh no.
where everybody can learn how to channel, well, at least know what is channeling, and connect them to the higher selves in those 2 days.
Beautiful. That's so kind of you. I hope
So
you
in the 14 and 15, I'm going to be putting the link down the videos. So everybody knows that, because we can connect directly to our higher guidance to bring us also that knowledge of who we were around magic, because we want to believe in that magic that we everybody have. It's not only exclusivity of Maryanne and myself. Everybody has that magic, but we just have to believe in ourselves.
Yeah, believing is very important because you set an intention, right? You want to create something in your life and you set a clear intention, but now you have to believe it, because if you set an intention and like say an affirmation, let's say, and you don't really believe it, it's not going to come in. And don't worry if it doesn't come in when you want it to. There's a good reason that your higher self knows that it's not time, because, and we don't have to know the reason, but this is part of the channeling. When you tap in to your innate wisdom, your innate intelligence,
Yeah.
because we have it, our souls have the Akashic records, right, of every lifetime you've had, whether it's on this plane or another plane of existence. Everything is recorded in your soul's records. And like, there's wisdom there, right? You were saying you can tap into that. But we also have to remember, I do anyway, because I used to get too focused on the past lives. And I'd say, well, I'm in a new life now, and I want to learn and experience new things, but I like using the tools from my other lifetimes. When, like you said, all of a sudden something comes up, like, where did that come from? How did I even know that?
Yeah.
Because your soul is prompting you. It's knocking on the door saying, hey, have you ever, try this? You did this in, 10 lifetimes ago, but it's going to help you now. So pay attention.
Yes. And many of those gifts that when I start receiving more of my gifts, when I was working more and more with more people, that was close to 8 years ago, I realized that many of those gifts, or that I call them gifts, that I suddenly know how to do something, they were not even for me. It was for the people. So you can remove that ego, like, oh, I am more because I know how to do this. No, it was not for me. It was never for me. It was to be a better service to all. So that's the best way that you can say, okay, I can control my ego because it is not for me. So remember that.
Yeah. Yeah. I found a lovely affirmation, and I think it came from an artist friend who I think it was him. I go through so many different posts, I can't remember what's what. Matthias Creative, he's on Instagram, but he had this beautiful affirmation, and it's specifically for the Lionsgate. So I'm going to say it. Maybe I could post it on my page later for anyone who wants it. I'll find it. I know I have it written down. I wrote it down. But I love it because it says here, this is what he put down. I am open to receiving the highest light codes of the Lionsgate portal. I align with my highest self and step into my divine power. I am open to receiving the highest light codes of the Lionsgate portal. I align with my highest self and step into my divine power. Really take that in for a minute. I don't know. Should we start with a little bit of a ceremony? I have some, I had mentioned in the description to bring some items. Don't worry if you haven't. Should we do the little ceremony now, or do you have anything else you want to?
Let's start. Let's go with the flow.
Okay, so do you want me to do the elements? Do you have anything available? Like, do you have your sage and crystal and anything, or no?
Yes, I have them all here.
Okay, do you want me to start and you come in, or how do you want to do it? You want me to do it? How do you want to do it?
You started if you want to, and later on I can finish with a little bit meditation that
Well, here's what we're
I myself wants to give.
Let me do this. Put everything over here. So we have fire, water, and air. Okay. So we're going to start. Just take a moment, place your hands on your heart, and just breathe. Breathe in the beautiful essence of your soul. Feel into the beautiful frequencies of this wonderful Lionsgate portal, this beautiful abundance template. We call in the east, and the element is earth. I have a beautiful crystal here. If you don't have any with you at the moment, just know I'm sending everyone this energy, taking in this beautiful earth energy from the east. Beautiful, beautiful crystal. Keeping us grounded and rooted, helping us to stay healthy and well, holding specific codes for this Lionsgate. Now we call in the south. And that's the fire element. With this fire, we burn away anything and everything that no longer serves us. Taking in this beautiful, transformative fire. And really just allowing it to burn everything out that's not serving you. Let it go. Let go and let God. Mighty Sekhmet energy, beautiful Egyptian goddess of fire, standing behind you with her hands on your shoulders, giving you the courage and the strength to burn away what no longer serves you. We have this beautiful element of fire. And to the west, we bring in the water element. Beautiful purification, beautiful feminine energy, beautiful water. I'm sending these water codes out to you for you to receive for purification, keeping you hydrated. Make sure you're drinking it, make sure you're bathing in it, make sure you're swimming in it. Beautiful essence of the water codes. Let it purify through every cell of your being, cleansing you and restoring you. And to the north, we have the element of air. If you have any sage, I'm smudging, sending you beautiful sage to smudge away and clear away any old energies. Taking all this beautiful sage, it's such a beautiful purification, beautiful essence. Clearing out old karmic patterns, imprints, letting it all go. And now we go up to the cosmos, the beautiful star lines, our beautiful angelic realm, the star beings, all the benevolent beings of light that watch over us, that are standing by. And whenever we need their help, all we have to do is reach out and say, I need your help, I'm here. Sometimes these energies are a bit much. Please walk with me. Please carry me until I can carry myself. We call in those beautiful beings of all the cosmos, coming down into all the four elements. And now we bring it down to Mama Gaia below. Beautiful Mama Gaia who holds us and supports us every day. We love you. We thank you. We give thanks to you in the deepest sense. And we feel all the star lions, the four-legged, the winged ones, all the marine life, all the elements, the devas, the flowers, the plants. Arut arvesat orkisha lo sandori kietsat suri. Miarosundori rishila umarasia kwaide irasi. Erkatar orveshete krem krekasato he. Aravishete kiera krenfuri. Varasa marush amoya de kaposha torne. Eloashe mo quasi aloia tori che sota moshe de aqua. Esori dialaya noi je poso toi mera. Aloegero kasota. We thank all the beautiful benevolent beings. Monica, I'm going to hand it over to you, sweetheart.
From there, we're going to connect our feet to Mother Gaia. So you're going to imagine your feet are the roots of a tree. And they're going to start going down, 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 down to the center of the earth. In there. Send any worries, any pains, anything that you make you feel uncomfortable to Mother Gaia. And in there, start feeling the Mother Gaia love, unconditional love and acceptance of who you are. And start feeling how start going up, up, up to those roots, up, up, up to your feet. Start going up, up to your knees and your legs and all your torso, relaxing them more and more. And it goes to your neck and all your spinal cord, relaxing vertebra by vertebra. And it goes up, up to your neck and to your head. And you just let it relax in the here and now. And now from your crown chakra, you're going to feel a tube of energy start going up, up, up to the roof. And it starts going up, 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 up. And takes you directly to the sun. And in the sun opens a portal. Directly connects you to the central sun of the universe. And in there, you're going to breathe that light. I'm going to bring it down, down, down to your heart chakra. And in your heart chakra, you're going to see a portal. The portal of the 888 of the Lion's Gate. And in there, you're going to come in. And you're going to see a pool of onyx. And you're going to relax yourself in that magical water. That water has exactly the temperature of the water how you like it. And you're completely safe and protected, so relax. And in there, you're gonna let go into that water any beliefs, any fears, any limitation that it is blocking you or stopping you. And you're just gonna let it go into that water. And that water that is magical is gonna transform all that into unconditional love, and it's gonna start involving you in that unconditional love to you. And you can ask to this water, imagine yourself what do you really want to experience in this life. Imagine yourself with the perfect health that you want. Imagine that relationships that you really want. How would they feel in your field? How they feel in your body? That wealth that you want to have. Imagine it's already in your bank, but imagine that you're already enjoying them. How would they feel in your body if all this has an aroma, a texture, a color? Imagine yourself involving with all that. And we are going to ask our guides, our higher self, and angels, and all the beings of light to help us anchor all our wishes and that unconditional love of the universe, entire universe, to us in this Lion's Gate. We're going to anchor those emotions, those gifts, everything that we want. Ora kayira makaraya. Ara magi sakala maya. Ora kura shera mira kira. Sura kura muja. Seguida makura kayira mo. Sokura samayera. Ola yera mo. Sokura mayera. Kura mayara maku. We take a big breath. Do you want to add something else, Maryanne?
Are we finishing? Because we're finishing. That was beautiful, Monica. Wow. I really felt that. I'm just really feeling all that continue to permeate all of ourselves. Veratore kishaloi sarola moritai iarasara ka. Varashondari kisalwa shamoriatai ia. Katur iavashal ore kisitaro nijariatia. Arakata, 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 arakata. Ketur shekiata. And we release all energies back to Creator Source with love and gratitude. We give thanks for all the benevolent beings who are here with us today. Stay if you wish, go if you must. Thank each and every one of you for showing up here, all you beautiful souls who are here now and who will watch the replay. We give thanks to each and every one of you with love from our hearts to yours. Many bright and beautiful blessings to all, and so it is.
I'm going to give a tip to everybody. If you have time and space, I would recommend you to everyone to write down what you want. Sometimes focusing ourselves in a paper, it helps us to focus all our attention to it. So write down what everything you want. and write it down and burn it with your sage and laurel. Add a piece of basil. I'm sorry, that's in Spanish, laurel.
Yeah,
Basil
I like all that. I know that.
that help you to manifest all that you want. Do that ceremony today, and I really hope that you can feel all that love of the universe that is giving us right now to everybody, to all of us. The world and the universe in all the multidimension, it is here with us and we are one with them in the here and now.
You're hearing me. Beautiful. I'm also going to recommend if you're feeling these energies and they're really intense, take a nice salt bath. Put your feet barefoot out on Mother Earth. Go near water if you can get to a beach or a stream or a lake or even a river. Let the water help because the water really is cleansing, it's soothing. We are made of water, right? We have how much percentage of water in us. So when you're near bodies of water, and especially during this fiery Lionsgate energy, it kind of buffers and balances out some of the intensity, and we all probably need a little of that right now. And also put some good minerals in your water so that you're staying hydrated. Eat root vegetables, nurture yourself. Get a blanket with a pillow and a good book, or put on your favorite Netflix show, or put on some nice music, and hold yourself like a child, and nurture, rock yourself. If any of those, like Monica said, those shadow aspects show up, just hold yourself with that shadow and say, I love you. I'm here for you. I'm holding you. You're not alone. These are all things we can do self-care. I think it's really important. A lot of self-care.
Don't forget to drink water, guys. So you
Yeah,
can anchor all this.
yeah.
Please
And
drink.
also dilute some of the energies. Absolutely.
Yes. Well, I would like just to add this to everybody. On the 14th and 15th, I'm having the free channeling your higher self class, and just please register, so like that you can receive the Zoom links and all those kind of stuff.
You're so generous. Thank you, Monica. You could post that on my page to let other people know, because maybe not everybody's here. So
Yes.
we'll post it on my page. I think that's a wonderful opportunity. So let's jump
Yes.
on that one. If anybody has any questions, I know I didn't get a chance to really look proper. It's hard for me to look at the chat and stay focused, so I can't really do that as well. I apologize if I didn't
No,
respond to
just
anyone. But I just want to thank everyone. Thank you, Monica, for inviting me to do this with you. It's always a pleasure and a joy. And stay tuned, because we're going to do more. We're going to do another live about the sacred portals and what they represent, and the different gateways, and how, again, the benefits of why we focus on these things, how we can connect to them. And when you're having a difficult time, if you're feeling ungrounded, besides, staying hydrated and putting your feet on the earth, always, if you come back to your heart and you breathe, tap on your heart, and you can even say, I am home. I am home right here in my heart, connected to Mother Gaia, and my purpose is divine, and I'm here for it, and I'm excited for my life. Even if stuff is not going so great, it's okay. We honor all our feelings. It's important to honor everything. So just if you have trouble and you can't get grounded, or you're really feeling out of sorts, go right to your heart space, tap on it, and breathe. Really breathe. Oh, Robbie, hi. That's wonderful. It is intense. Yes, it's very intense. But we're getting through it. Listen, The earth plane ain't for sissies, as they say. So those of us who are here, we ain't sissies. We're having fun. And yes, it could be challenging, but guess what? We showed up here. We volunteered because we're strong enough. So if ever you doubt yourself or you get flustered and you think, oh gosh, what am I doing? Remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself that you are a divine being who chose a human earthly incarnation at this time on the planet where we've never been before, because you are badasses, every single one of you. So don't forget that. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but I just did.
Much love for everybody, please.
Much
Have
love.
passion and love for yourself. Don't forgive for whatever mistakes we did in the past. That is not who you are. Those were just lessons. Okay, let him go. Let him go. Learn from them, and that's it. It's like reading a good book, and you just put it away, but you don't have to carry it with you. Okay?
Happy
And
Lionsgate, everyone. We
yes,
love you.
thank you, Marianne. Thank you, everybody, for coming. We appreciate you.
Blessings, everyone. My heart, from my heart to yours. I love you. And thank you. Thank you for all your love and support. It means everything to me.
Me too. Bye bye, everybody. Thank
Bye-bye.
you very much.